Everybody, one last video, and I'm going to keep making videos, but this is the last one. It's really for my kids, and it's for you too, who all care enough to save the earth and the future for our children. With the earth, saving the earth, recycling. For God's sake, start recycling, especially plastic. The bottom line is all the other stuff goes back in the earth, but recycle plastic. Anyway, my first book had this illustration. That was about it. It didn't have the one on the left. I didn't find this out until about my fifth maybe. Anyway, in my first book, I speculated the angels, which are all equal in heaven, make humans. And they get addicted to them. They make bodies, do mind uploading, downloading, like John von Warner said in 1957, who made the computer, said would be possible. In 20 years, now it's 60 years later. Now, for God's sakes, people, UFO contact is still happening, and this is ancient evidence that possibility already exists. And I just put out a video showing my alter ego, and that I'm pretty much don't know what else to do to show you my evidence because it isn't doing any good on YouTube. And my partner, UFO Finder Live partner Carl Dursma, took a picture of the alien. He took a picture of an alien, everybody. It matches the cave drawing of an alien, so that means they've always existed. Let's figure it out. This is my first illustration on the right, the 5 faces of man. I'm an artist, and a buddy of mine's son that I started his journey with made these drawings of 5 different distinct races of people. 4 of color, 1 of not, the Caucasian. Now, the irony is that I saw right off the bat, and I started telling my buddy Jake in my books, his name is Dewey, that look, man, if there are people out there that had it perfect and they were all equals because they look the same. When I go to the zoo, for God's sakes, all life looks the same. And he immediately started contesting that with me. I went down a scientific approach looking for these people in the sky. He stayed spirit. He didn't look at scientific evidence. He didn't look at scientific anything. So, the bottom line is, the very first book I saw that the yin and yang symbol had a mathematical, geometrical amount of influence. I mean, it had a meaning to it. It represented something we haven't quite understood yet. And then obviously, I said it became the black hole and the white hole, 4 forces universe. But I first started saying it represented the story of these angels, white, and mixing with, primitive man and making life in a way. They wanted it through DNA, and coincidentally, DNA is 2 strands flowing up each other, a staff with the wings at the top. If you get the knowledge, it gives you the freedom to make yourself any way you want, even immortal if you want it. But the idea of the story, Damned Angels, my new book, is that these people in the sky are addicted to sex, drugs, rock and roll, and power because of unique beauty through flesh. Power through beauty of the flesh. 6 of a 9 piece of real estate on our head. We look different. Everything in the zoo looks the same. My new theory of evolution. If it evolved, it looks the same. The article on the left is, after I wrote this first book, had my friend Boy help me with these drawings, and Leonardo's drawing of a man, and the Fibonacci code and golden means and spiral and all that mathematical equation stuff literally gives us evidence that primitive man's knowledge of advanced knowledge we're only uncovering today came from people in the sky. Could they all look the same? Yes. The evidence says yes. The evidence says that these statues on the left-hand side look like aliens. And then the article says something that's mind-blowing. In my first book, I said, man, there's 5 races of humans. And my buddy said, oh, you're full of shit. There's a bunch of them. I said, no, there's 5. 4, mind-blowingly enough, have all black hair. Why, man? What's up with that? Why do Caucasians have the only multiple colored hair? Or why is it the only species that does? So the bottom line is, my brain thinks faster than my mouth can repeat, so bear with me. The bottom line is 5 races of humans, something I saw right off the bat in our journey, and I was looking for evidence of what these angels might look like through ancient art and ancient depictions, ancient evidence, because we don't trust man and his writings. We know that one conquest after another happened with man and his warring since the beginning of recorded history. because they kept destroying each other's history and starting anew, but the other's history was buried. We've uncovered it. We know they existed. We know their stories are the same. It's of people up in the sky. So Matthew, Joshua D., I can't die, and I ain't going to die. I'm going to give all my money to this DNA and genetic research into stopping aging and time dilation, going out into space and slowing your aging down, and realizing that if you do that and live long enough, you can conquer death, period. You can revive these bodies, mind upload, download, preserve yourself artificially, immortally. So if that's already happened, then the only thing to answer is what these people look like they've done it, these people up in the sky. The ancient statues say aliens. Okay, so I said there were 5 races of humans back in 2007, approximately 2004, 2005. Science came up with a determination that 99% of us are the same. It's the reason our embryos have tails like the reptilian, which is craven. David Icke, please call me. The idea that these people are reptilians and we're reptilians, come on, call me. Get science, get logic. But anyway, the bottom line is we have evidence that these people all look the same, and they have elongated heads or big heads, big eyes, and they all look the same, like every species in a zoo. So the new theory of evolution of life, look, each one is species, it evolved. If it looks different, then it was created scientifically for power, and that's the angel story, not my story. So do I think that's possible? Yes, I'm addicted to beauty. Take my survey question, possibly the world's dumbest question. Could we be addicted to beauty? Here's the question. Do you want to be ugly? Peace out, everybody. 4 races of man, Matt, which are confirmed and validated by science after I theorize it. Not that I am special. You could do the same thing. I was studying it. But the reality is 4 species of humans all have black hair, buddy. You know, which was bizarre. The black man, the red man, the white man, the yellow man. I mean, not the white man, the yellow man, the brown man. Like my illustration shows, the white man's got all kind of colors of hair. And listen, we call these people the grays, these up in the sky. So please, YouTube this. Everybody help me go viral with my knowledge. I don't care about money, sex, drugs, and rock and roll anymore. I care about making my children immortal, you immortal, myself immortal, and proving that we already are. It's just a matter of our intentions to find out that we are, and possibly if we are. Now, I say we already are, and I shouldn't have said that. That's a theory. The evidence suggests that theory. So I use evidence to support it. Please buy my books, everybody. I'm giving all my money, I know, for the only reality that possibly exists, and that is one that we call a future. People can become immortal. It's all about their intentions. And then when they realize that they can become immortal, and they pursue it and devote their life to it, that they already are. And that destiny and fate and all that stuff is just electronical scientific information that we already have in computers saving our memories today. So peace out. Buy my books. Help me save the earth. Bottom line is we need earth. Okay? If we're all immortal, then it's all about saving the earth then in every story, and that would be the logical evidence. Jesus is coming back to save the earth from us destroying it. That's exactly what the mystery began on. The gods mixing with us and their offspring destroying the earth through war and power over power. Beauty of the flesh. Peace out. Michael Brumfield, YouTube me! Make it go viral!